Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Silvia Pratami. I'm from PBI1 2018. Okay, now I'm going to explain several types of my research proposal. So, there are 4 types that I will explain to you. For the first is about the title, the second is the research problem, the third is research objective, and the last one is about my research methodology. The first is about the title. So the title of my research proposal is the correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and reading comprehension ability at the 11th grade student of SMA N1 Pampangan. So from the title, we know that this research will be used quantitative research methodology. Okay, next is about research problem. For my research proposal, there are 2 research problems. The first is how is the correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and their reading comprehension ability at SMA N1 Pampangan, and the second is how far student vocabulary mastery influence their reading comprehension ability at SMA N1 Pampangan. So according to the research problem, there are also 2 research objectives. For the first research objectives is to know how is the correlation between students' vocabulary mastery and their reading comprehension ability at SMA N1 Pampangan. And the second objectives is to know how far students' vocabulary mastery influence their reading comprehension ability at SMA N1 Pampangan. So for the next types is about my research methodology. So in my research methodology, there is a research design. So for the research design, this research will be designed in quantitative research methodology, which kind of a non-experimental research, and the data will be analyzed in correlational study. And also there are 2 variable in this research, that is independent variable and dependent variable, which independent variable in this study is reading students vocabulary mastery, and the independent variable in this research is students reading comprehension ability. Okay, next about setting of the study. So the characteristic of the location that to be selected in the study are a model in the Pampangan area of Oki district, and also have never been studied with the same title by other researcher. So in here, I choose SMA N1 Pampangan as the setting of the place to complete this research, because they have that 2 characteristic. And for the setting of the time, this research will be carried out in the first semester of the academic year 2021 and 2022. Next, about participant of the study. So the characteristic of the participant in this study were active 11th grade student at SMA N1 Pampangan, and also students with an average English score in the last semester of around 70 until 100. And also the population of this study was all students of SMA N1 Pampangan, and 11th grade students at SMA N1 Pampangan were selected to be the sample in this study. So to select a sample from the existing population, the researcher used a probability sampling type, which is a random sampling technique. So for the next is about data collection. To collecting the data, here I use 2 tests. There is vocabulary mastery test and reading comprehension test. For vocabulary mastery tests, they are consist of 45 multiple choice questions, and for reading comprehension test, consists of 50 multiple choice questions. And the next is validity. Okay, for measure the validity of the instrument, here I use criterion validity, which type predictive validity and concurrent validity, which predictive validity is related to whether or not the instrument you're employing accurately predict the outcomes you'd expect it to. And concurrent validity is determined by how well an instrument compares to a second assessment conducted at the same time. So for the next is about reliability. So to measure the reliability of the instrument in this study, I will use a form of repeated measurement, which is a test-retest methodology. So to find out the reliability of the instrument in the study, the students who were the samples would work on the same two test questions. Then the researcher will compare the result of the first test and then the second test to find out whether the instrument is reliable or not. Okay, the last one is about data analysis. So we have known that this research proposal will be used quantitative research methodology. So this study will be analyzed using correlation coefficient analysis. So the data from this study will be analyzed using correlation coefficient analysis, which is bivariate correlation in the type of Spearman rank correlation and regression analysis. Spearman rank correlation is used to know how is the correlation between student vocabulary mastery and students' reading comprehension ability. And for the regression analysis is used to know how far students' vocabulary mastery influence students' reading comprehension ability. So, in this research, the data will be calculated using SPSS version 26. Okay, I think that's all for my explanation of my research proposal. Thank you so much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.